Hello Joy friends, welcome to Yarn Joy Adventures number 16. My name is Cynthia with Cynthia's Joyful Creations, and I don't have a whole lot to show you from this past week as far as working on a project, but I can tell you that I have officially and finally finished organizing both of my workspaces. So the studio is all nice and clean and everything is in its place, and same thing with the actual craft room that you got to see on Yarn Joy Adventures a couple weeks ago. So great to have both spaces organized and put together and ready to be put to use however I feel necessary. Anyway, probably could have made that a blooper, but we're not. We'll just keep going with it. So last week I showed you that I had completed the baby blanket. So if you want to see it in its entirety, you can go check out last week's video. But this week I got some more pieces done to go with this set. And I'm just going to go ahead and show you the hat. Here is the baby hat. And as you can see, it matches the blanket and the stitch in the blanket. Try and hold them both up. But I'm going to tell you, it was not as easy as I thought it would be. So I had to kind of, work around it to make the stitches come out the way I wanted. But nonetheless, I absolutely love the way it came out. And of course, smaller hook, lesser rounds on the top would, adjust the size of this for more of a newborn or preemie, or increase the hook and increase a couple rounds on the top, and it can go up for a child and then on to an adult. But anyway, I actually love that in the way it looks, and it's very kind of thick and warm, so it would make a great beanie for anyone. So I am going to be making more hats in the future using this very pattern. So good thing I wrote it down. All right, the next thing that I've been working on, and I'd so hope to have more done for you than this, and it's not because I didn't have time to work on it. You guys, I have frogged this 4 times. And I almost wanted to give up at Crochet Club the other night when I frogged it for the 3rd time and gave it a 4th start, but I'm glad I stuck with it. And so I am having to change the pattern a little bit in order to continue getting this flow of the stitches. But I am absolutely in love with it. But this is what I have so far on the baby sweater. So there's, much more to go with it, but this is what I have created so far. And when it's done, it's going to be a little tiny cardigan, but anyway, you'll have to stay tuned, but not on Yarn Joy Adventures. This is the last time you're going to see, well, I may come show it one more time in case someone watches Yarn Joy Adventures and doesn't watch my new segment. So when it's all finished, I will re-show it on Yarn Joy Adventures, but the progress will not be shown on Yarn Joy Adventures going forward because I have a new segment that is starting this week. It will air on Saturdays, and it is called Joy in the Making, and Yarn Joy Adventures will continue to be on Sundays. But Joy in the Making is a little bit different from Yarn Joy Adventures. Yarn Joy Adventures will be every project that I work on in that week, with the exception of the project that I work on specifically for Joy in the Making. And so this whole little set, the blanket, the hat, the sweater, I am planning on also making a lovey and a rattle. I had some little rattlers come in the mail today. And so I will be making a rattle to go with this set. Want to just say I got these off of Amazon, but want to give a shout out to AJ with AJ's Personal Touch, because she is the one who enlightened me about these little rattlers. And so I am real excited to create a rattle with that, since I have so much of this yarn. And again, I'm using Loops and Threads Fleck yarn, Flex. And so what is going to be joy in the making? Well, really quickly, joy in the making, when it starts out, I'm going to have every unfinished whip that I have on a wheel. And when I finish this set, I will then spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, I have to finish that project. When I get all the whips that I have currently going completed, then I am going to put 20 projects on the wheel that I want to make. And then I'm going to spin the wheel, and whatever the wheel chooses, that's the project I'm going to do. I have patterns that I've bought. I have patterns that I have written down. I have tutorials that I've saved. I have books that I have bought that have all kinds of things in it that I want to make. And so what better way to encourage and inspire myself, and maybe you, to get those projects done that we've been wanting to do, that we've spent money on the patterns to obtain and haven't done, than just doing them. So I'm excited about joy in the making. And so at any given time, there will only be one project represented. There will be no time frame. So with that, you may only see 10 minutes worth of progress, or you might see 5 hours worth of progress week to week. I am not putting a time limit or a time frame on that project. Those are all things, like I said, finishing up whips or working on projects that I've always wanted to do, but just haven't given myself the time and the grace to do it. So I will at least commit at least a small portion of time every week to make progress on the Joy in the Making project. And then everything else I do during the week will continue to appear on Yarn Joy Adventures. And once again, I am so grateful for those of you that are sharing pictures of your finished makes with me so that I can share them out on this channel, or on this segment, sorry. But if you haven't, please send me your finished makes so that I can share them out to everyone and shout you out. All right. Well, that is all I have today. I can't wait to show you more progress by this coming Saturday, which will be March the 9th, with the very first brand new Joy in the Making segment. So stay tuned. Now, don't leave just yet. I've got some friends that want to share some of their finished makes. So if you'll stay tuned and watch those, and then after that, there may be a blooper or two. All right, until next week, be joyful, stay crafty in your own way, make your own joyful creations. And above everything else, my friends, please remember, you are loved. Nugs and Joy, I love you. Bye. Thank you for joining me for this yarn book storybook. Okay, we're gonna have to take a brief break. I gotta go to the little girl's room. Be right back. Hello, Joy friends. Welcome to Yarn Joy Adventures number 15. 14. Could be 15. Tell me, what Yarn Joy adventures is this? I don't know. I just love having Yarn Joy adventures. All right, I'll be back. I gotta go check and see which one this is.